When I'm not seeing red, it's always gold outside, and drenched in splendor, a self-assured, opportune, open cage to excavate the means to make my way. I'm bathed in means making, as you mean to make means for me, baptized in all the eyes and wealth that trickles in. Wake me down in all you give. I'll take without a shame in the world. Watch the game. Tune in, turn up and watch talk, bring it in. See, speak, break it down. Be new, play your part. You don't have to stay, but you are now at the start. Enrich, glued attentive fixture. I'm a part of the mix. The background fits right in with wherever I am. Sit or stand, I'm a piece of your plan. From where I sit, I stand again. Watch talk, bring it in. See, speak, break it.
Hello, hello, here we are yet again. Today is a new day. Today, we're starting up something a little bit different. Today, we're playing Icarus. Yeah! So, I've been plugging away trying to beat this one level I've been stuck on, and god damn it, I finally did it! All it took was some good armor, a shotgun, and just kind of stop being a weenie. Just run out and do it. But yeah, right now, this is Icarus. It's a survival game. You're a space prospector. You found a planet that has that was being terraformed, but that terraform stopped due to a material being called exotics, and the exotics are apparently like worth an insane amount of money. So the company that runs it hires these prospectors, or at least supports them. I think they're independent contractors, and they drop down on the planet, survive, tech up, and achieve these missions. In between these missions, I will select this character. This is my main guy. A little chunky. Oh yeah, as you can see, I've taken a many tries in Operation Death Ray. We're going to delete prospect. Please. Comes if I do that. Okay, cool. But yeah, this game is really cool because it has open world, which is really cool. Yeah, we'll go new. So Outpost, this is like creative mode. You go in, it's a persistent map. You can build just the coolest base you can. And basically just it has less enemies, resources come back, and you just basically build whatever you want. It's really cool. You got open world, which you get in this large persistent map, and it's like, what, 24 real hours? Because I'll get to that part. And then you can kind of like wander around. And then you got missions, which they got 4 regions. I don't have the DLC for this region, because as you can see, I've only done 14 missions in this, and there's a reason why I've only done 14. As you can see, these are the ones I've kind of blasted through, and they got a new one and then a tutorial one. I skipped the tutorial one though. So they kind of keep going out, and the missions are basically build a base, find resources, harvest minerals, build a little crop thing. They got rewards where they're basically like, it allows you to sell crops in the open world for a Ren, which is the money, basically company script. And you basically do this. But as you can see, they come with a time limit, and it's measured in days, and that is real world days. Like 1 day, 24 hours. That's insane. Operation Death Ray, the one I just beat, I had 7 days. And I mean, it doesn't take 7 days to beat it, but you have that opportunity. Like, I think I left this mission when I had 6 days, 11 hours, and something. But it was really good, but it's also insanely hard. I always play on hard difficulty because it's really fun that way. I like hard survival games. The gold check mark. This says which tier it is. This is the money resource. And the money is nice, actually. And this kind of tells you what you're doing, which is kind of cool. Travel to the new area. So yeah, this introduces you to the desert area, which is nice. It's really cool, but it's more dangerous than the Arctic area because there's more enemies, but it's not as constantly hostile. The desert or the Arctic area has more powerful enemies, like a polar bear, which is insane. But it also is freezing, so the environment will try to kill you at every opportunity. Yeah, but you do these missions and get these resources because it has a meta currency. As you can see, we got these currencies. I spent a whole bunch of my resources. These are my exotics. These are stabilized exotics. I've never got these. I think they come with the later levels. Legendary biomass, that comes from killing bosses. This is a new thing that they added. And then uranium rock. It's exciting. In Dangerous Horizons. So yeah, I don't have all the DLCs. But one thing that's really cool about this game is they're like every week they're unleashing new updates. I got loadouts, so you get kind of the meta stuff that you can drop in with. Like I got patch modules, I got a new suit, I got tools. These aren't very good. But yeah, but then you're able to like you get these tech tree, and you can actually spend your resources to get items that you can drop down with to make your startup very easy. I've invested pretty much everything in enviro suits, which take them or leave it. Only buy one at a time. I had one of each. The downside is I lost them, so we're basically I'm going to be yielding a less reward in order to get like you can get insurance on your materials. You got cool backpacks. You got modules to upgrade your suit. Kind of go on forever. Got gadgets, so water bottles. You got a heated canteen, oxygen tank. They all take different resources, as you can see. Like this cost stabilized exotics. Yeah, different axes, which have different things. And at some point, I think they upgraded what it takes to repair these too. Pickaxes. It's not as easy as just repairing them, which kind of sucks, but I mean, what are you going to do? The company's trying to grift you for pretty much every resource you can possibly get. You can get guns. You can get pretty high tech when it comes to weapons too, like a sovereign rifle. Got shotguns. Deployables, so you get like a stove. I bought a bed because, you know, why not? Why sleep on furs when you have a cot? And it kind of makes sense to drop down with a cot. You can get plants, which is kind of a shame. Like tomatoes and stuff, it would be nice to have some of these that actually grow on the planet. Consumables. You can be dropped with resources. I don't know how useful these are, to be honest. Synthetic enzymes. I think that's for... I'm not sure what synthetic enzymes do other than make statues. You can have pets. You can get chickens. You can get sheep, pigs, dogs. It's all super cool. You can get saddles. Because there's animal husbandry in this game, which is really cool. And then you get inhalers, which I think those are like health potions. So yeah, infected bark per wood chopped. What? I don't think I've ran into infected wood. That's kind of cool. So I mean, there's so much new stuff to check out. And then you got the biolab, which you trade in boss items for super weapons, like an anti-material rifle. Frontier revolver would be pretty cool. Studying the Black Wolf. I might redo the Black Wolf mission days. But yeah, we are going to be doing a mission. The mission in Olympus, because I like this area. I actually do need to change my sounds, actually. Stand by. Music's nice. But I turned it down on my main playthrough because I have played many hours of this. It's a really good game. It is a really good game. If you like survival games, it has a level of jank that Not everybody can get through. I get it. But I really like it. It's like, enjoy it with caveats. It's a lot easier because it's predominantly, whoops, clicked out of my screens. Predominantly, a multiplayer game. And I've been soloing it. But that's kind of where the fun is. Currently, yeah, I'm just kind of plinking away at missions. The goal, aim for this one, Forsaken.
The Assembly are expanding their footprint on Icarus and looking for experienced people. If you're looking for some quick cash, this could be the one. Looks simple enough, but then again, it always does. You should know how to pick them by now.
Yeah, so we're going on hard difficulty. This mission, Operation Forsaken, so an operator has lost a valuable asset on the surface and cannot abandon it for fear that it may be discovered by other teams. Mission, locate and repair the damaged dropship and ensure its safe return to orbit. Flat fee. All safety and survival concerns are the responsibility of the contractor. But I'm the contractor. So yeah, we locate the dropship, repair the dropship. We have 1 day. We have 24 hours to get this done. 24 in-game hours. If I turn the game off, the timer stops. And then our reward, one of the reasons why I like doing hard is you get more metagame materials. So, there's that. So we're going to be doing this mission. We're going to be going quick. This one doesn't amount to a lot of dawdling, so we'll make a quick structure. And then probably a handgun or something, and then attempt to build this thing. And walls. So we'll see. Claim prospect. We're going to build up our suit. I am going to put in insurance. Takes $99, which is garbage. Please, I would like to insure this. Okay. Up on the suit. Insure it. Get our air tank. Our water bottle. Our cot. What does this do? 3 inventory slots. Done. Apparently I have 2 of these. Huh. Well, I did that. And we'll bring tomatoes just to, have a different... Well, no. This is not a farming mission. I will leave the tomatoes behind. I'll do that for a different one. But yeah, we got our full loadout. We are good to go. Also notice how the air tank is not sent with air. That's rude. Insured items can be reclaimed after 5 days of prospects if they're not returned. Part of hard mode is animals are more aggressive and have a little bit more health. And, well, Steam friends only. And yes, one thing I'm doing for this one is feel free to join. If you have the game and you like it, jump in, play. As long as you're helpful, we'll be good to go. But this is a fun one. I absolutely love this game. So it's loading up the mission. So the map is always the same, but the different missions take you to different areas of the map. I'm very used to the Operation Death Ray because I've spent months trying to beat that, and I've lost many times. On hard mode, you only get 3 deaths before you're just done. But we're dropping in. I don't know why there's a joystick. Am I, like, piloting this? Yeah. Got condensation on there because we passed through a cloud. Yeah.
Working with the Assembly.
Knocked down a bunch of trees.
And they're moving faster than anyone out here. They're paying the contract, but the clock, that belongs to Icarus. So check your objectives and get going, because they'll be spinning their wheels till you do.
Because, yeah, the Icarus is the planet.
Safe, friend.
Okay, having a bunch of trees knocked down, it is a shame to waste these, so I'm going to build an axe as quickly as possible. Typical survival game routine. As soon as you go, come in, you start punching things down, gathering basic resources, build yourself an axe and a pickaxe. Our tech tree, which goes up 5 tiers, which is insane. I've only really gone to tech 3, but the resources that go into them are utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. I'm going to craft a pickaxe because that gives me more stone quicker. You can level up your character. They have better buffs if you're playing solo. So you're technically stronger if you play solo. But, yeah. Okay, we're going to go for a knife. Getting the full loadout. And then a spear. Switch the knife and the spear. Cool. So we have the very basics to survive. Gonna start hacking away a couple of trees just to go there. One of the cool things about the trees, you actually have to cut them down, and then normally when you hack at them, they fall away into logs, and you pick up the logs. I have the thing that allows you to immediately pick them up, because while it is really cool, to me it's like really cool only the first 5,000 times you do it. In which case you're like, okay, I'm ready to move on. I have also heavily spec'd into mining and a I just gotta get the wood. Heavily spec'd into mining. I haven't even looked at the map. Where are we? Okay, cool. So we got the Arctic region. We got a little bit of the desert region. And we got up here. Yeah, so Operation Death Ray was basically this area. Hey, Radical, how you doing? Wow, we are way in here. We're probably going to run and make our base over here. Normally, I try to make my base around water. Because, you know, you got to drink water. But the storms are frequent enough that it should be fine. Make a water filter when I get there. But yeah, we want to go as quickly as possible. If you can see on the upper right-hand side, that is a 3-day forecast. One of the main features of this game, of the planet Icarus, is the insane, groundbreaking storms that just rip your shelter to pieces. Get food. Oh, also, there's O2. This planet, even though the animals are, you know, bioengineered to be able to breathe here, we can't. Take that as you will. Some pumpkins. Grabbing some quick and easy resources as we go. And food and water is going to be a constant that we need. But once we get that... Oh, food, water, and oxite. Which is basically a stone that's dissolved into... I forgot my materials! Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Middling today. Been weeds in the farm for 4 hours. Oh, brutal. Gonna try to make it another 2-ish and call it. Hey, I mean, a good 6-hour day is not bad. You know, I'm doing pretty well. Hey, starting up a new game. Rocking out this way. Just trying on objective. It's a new mission, so it's, you know, I'm hopeful to the future. And I really like this game. Icarus is one I'm excited for. Like, I put it down from time to time, just because, you know, sometimes when you overplay something, it gets old. But, you know, I always want to pick it back up. I love it. But yeah, if anybody else has this game, jump on in. It's fun. Okay, I've lost where my drop pod is. Look for the falling Ow! Okay, that was dumb of me. Okay, can I make a splint? Where's the splint? Where's the splint? Need fiber. Can I make a splint? Yeah, there we go. That'll fix up my broken-ass leg. Yeah, it's usually a bad sign when the first 5 minutes you break your fucking leg. So yeah, there's injuries you have to deal with. Okay, cool. So, I almost forgot to pick up my very important tools. Cool. I'm going to put this into my suit, which will allow me to carry more, and then I'll eventually put in a backpack. Ooh, there's a cave here. Caves are very important, if a little bullshit sometimes, because that's where you get your minerals. You need metals in order to advance. And, yeah, there's really not much else to that. Yeah, we're going to have to, basically, I'm going to track down the, objective. I'm going to apparently get stuck in this river. Build a base next to it, and then, we're basically going to tech up as hard as we can. I'm going to, the goal is to get to firearms. I think I'm going to work towards a pistol. And then I don't want to deal with this wolf. I'm going to stealth. But yeah, it's I'm going to tech up to a pistol, and then we got to defend and build up this drop pod. We have 23 hours left. So the clock is ticking. Come on now. Cool. So the splint has reduced the time that I have a movement malice, which is good. What I want to do is I want to get to my destination, and I want to... I actually got to do a bad idea. I'm going to fill my water bottle full of dirty water and just suffer dysentery for a while until I can get a water freshener. There. I know. Gonna live with the shits for about a month. Now, the day-night cycle doesn't go in real world, which is nice. But as you can see, it's a very pretty game. Got nice mountains. You got the planet in the distance. And it's just, it really plays on my love for prospecting, gathering resources, and just like taming the wilderness is something that just makes me feel great. I really need to find some oxide to jam into my suit so I can breathe. As you can see, my O2 meter is diminishing. And soon, once I'm able to like build a little mini base, I'm going to attempt to build one of those oxide things so I can actually fill my air tank. Which is going to be a big deal, because then my like breathing woes are over. Okay. We got little oxide rocks. You mine it up. Now, what I'm doing now is I am mining the material itself and then jamming the raw material into my suit so that it can oxidize into air. That is the least efficient way you can do that, but it's good in a pinch. Please? Okay. Where are we? We're almost there. A decent area. But we want to make at least a basic shelter before the storm set in. Okay, so I think I'm going to go... Okay, those horses are ridiculous. They want you dead, and the world's inclined to accommodate them in that. Cool. Fly into, like, a new planet to kill you. Please. Please. Okay, cool. Here's the pod. We gotta build a whole bunch of stuff. Gyroscope, crafting bench. Find new thruster in the nearby wreckage, and then place a full can of biofuel in the ship. All of these are very achievable. Okay, so I've got plenty of wood. We're gonna craft some basic. Oh my god, we got moas walking around? Okay, so the developers are New Zealander. So they have a bunch of New Zealand animals in here. Prehistoric and stuff. So it's a pretty cool opportunity. They have like little pseudo dinosaurs. I mean, they're not really dinosaurs, but you know what I mean. Okay, you have to deal with gravity when it comes to buildings. I tend not to make my buildings very tall. But maybe I'll make like a secondary base in case I don't want to get wrecked, because the animals will burrow into your base when they see you, and they do want you dead. Okay, we're going to start with a quick 4x4 and expand from there. Which is fine. I'm already out of this material. You got to get fibers from the basic plants, and mind you, grabbing it with your hand, you're not getting as high a yield. Whoops, as high a yield as if you basically use a tool, which makes sense, right? You're just grabbing as many fibers as you can, peeling it barehanded. I mean, it's not very efficient. Now I'm out of wood. So as you continue, my base will become more and more defoliated as time goes on. And while there's things you can do to make the resources respawn, they don't normally. So you can actually exhaust your resources if you're not careful. And, of course, gathering resources by yourself is a very time-consuming task. But we are on the quest of sustainability. Hey, watermelon. Sustainability, so we are going to go there. 6. And then I'll make a roof, and then we'll have a basic, very basic structure. We will not be able to fit everything in here, but we will make the attempt. This is just a start. A place to call home, and I could always make it bigger. I need 2 more. And then 3 of these. And then we'll have our box. Now, I've seen people do absolutely amazing things with their base. And they make super cool things. There's a lot of crafting ability to do. My bases tend to be, you know, various rather tall rectangles. I'll make it taller later on, but we have limited resources that we're working with. We'll plop our bed, because that turns into a spawn point. And then we'll make a campfire so we can cook food. I need more stone. Gather up rocks around the area, because we will need to eat. Now, I'm carrying around berries. Boom. And as you can see, food gives you bonuses. They give you strength bonuses, and they give you a stamina bonuses and health bonuses, and various other things, like, you know, you take less water, or you okay, I'm trying to focus at the same time. Yeah, you drink less water, or you need to eat more, you can deal with hot weather or cold weather better. It's there's a lot of different things. I've spec'd my guy that I can pretty much subsist entirely on dried meat. But, you know, I do try to work towards the vegetables as well. Because, you know, surviving months on an alien planet on nothing but dried meat, I can imagine, isn't very good for you. Comes with a nice blanket and a towel. But, as you can see, we're wearing a helmet. We can never take our helmet off because, they do that. Although I wonder, what do they do about an itchy nose? Alright, cool. So I made my campfire. We're at first going to use sticks to heat it up. I'm also not going to waste my time with this. We can make a little bit of cooked pumpkin. Can I make cooked soybeans? Yeah, crunchy soybeans. Can I cook berries? Yeah, so you got all the possible recipes that you can make with this, which is pretty interesting. And then yeah, you just drop the fuel in and let her rip. Meat is better for you, but, you know, time is of the essence. Okay, crafting. What I need is a workbench. Because we're basically going threefold. I'm going to need a workbench, then I'm going to need an oxide diffuser. Damn. I need a lot of resources for that. And leather. So I will need a bow. Here's a bow. Make 1. And then I'll make 5 crappy arrows. As soon as I find sticks. Breaking down some driftwood. Seeing what I can find. Because, yeah, we got a bunch of chamois, which is New Zealand, like, goat deer. It looks like chamois, but it's pronounced chamois. I looked it up. I was saying it wrong for so long. Okay, I'm just gathering some sticks so I can have a couple arrows so that I can get some meat and some leather. That's why I built the knife first thing. Fantastic. Alright, so this first bow is pretty crappy. And the stone arrows aren't great, but we're still in Stone Age technology. We got a mine nearby, that's fantastic. Mineral resources are hard to get. Normally, you don't have health bars. Like, hunting gets a lot difficult, but I've maxed out the level on my guy to make several things easier. So take that as you will. Your first experience is going to be a little bit different from what you see here. Yeah, pronghorn. Here, buddy. No, you know what? I wasn't sneaky. Wonder they could see me. Okay, so the goal is, I only made 5 stone arrows because... Oh, he's gone. Yeah, some things are a little jank in this game, but it's not it's as a whole a great experience. And I can look past jank pretty easily, so it's like cater made to me. But yeah, this is a game I put away from time to time, right? All the frickin' animals. Okay, you know what? I'm going to have to drink some water, get more dysentery. You know, just to display my dominance. All right, well, I hear bugs. I might actually sleep till the daytime, so we'll do that. But daylight's a wasting. It's hard to see at night, as you can imagine. Nice. Uh-oh. What's that? Inventory. So this is, yep, I got dysentery. I get less nutrition from food, and food doesn't last as long. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. We'll build through this. Okay, so we got our soybeans, and we got our cooked pumpkin. We're set for food for a minute. I'm going to let this cook up some charcoal, because charcoal is useful later on. Consume. Consume. You can see we're still hungry due to the dysentery. But soon we're going to be swimming in meat, and that's where we'll really shine. So crafting, can I actually make that without the... Yeah, here we go. Drying rack's huge. I also get a food bonus from eating meat, dried meat as well. So I'll just carry that around until I come back. All right, here we go. There's that. Damn you. I should be sneaking. All right, well, we've had our warm-up. I've scared off all the wildlife. I mean, soon. It'll eventually, once you kind of situate yourself, they'll be walking up to the base, but right now, when I need them, they're going to be as far away as possible, apparently. Due to the time constraints, I'm not going to waste time with fishing, because I have to learn how to fish. I've never done it before. That yellow dot. There's a yellow dot on my map. What's this? Oh, that's the engine. Which, I want to have firearms before I go get that, because I am about 80% sure there's going to be an animal that wants to kill me. And fighting's intense. And so you saw with me dropping... Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Okay, so we have a windstorm incoming. We're going to have to be careful. Alright. I actually like wolves because they don't run away. They run at you. Which, believe it or not, makes hunting them... Uh-oh. Easy. Okay. So damaging their body does not do a ton. If you stab them in the head, you do a critical hit, which does a ton of damage. Perfect. I'm going to run this back to my base. So it's in your best interest to... That's another reason why I built it next to the objective, is there's a marker showing me where the base is at all times. Because, as you can see, it doesn't show on the map. And that's one gripe I have for the game. I would love to be able to put, like, map markers on to, like, you know, indicate where, you know, caves are and stuff like that. Maybe find your base. There's ways around it, but seem kind of metagamey. Fantastic. Now I'm going to hide inside. As you can see, we have an exposure meter. If it goes up, we start taking damage. So, what we're going to do is cower in here. I want a bone knife. And then I'll make a bone spear once I can get some more bones. Can I make a hammer? Hammers are used to repair your base. And the windstorms are so fierce that they certainly wreck your base. Except for this. If I put this outside, it will not be destroyed, so. this here. And then I'll get a little bit of jerky. Okay, we're out of sticks. Okay, I don't have anything to cook right now, and I don't want to be too wasteful. I make a bench. Okay, so I need fibers, more leather. I gotta go kill me something. Break this down. Get a few more, or a fiber. Yeah, storage becomes kind of difficult. But once we get kind of more established, we'll be set. Dysentery is rough. Let's eat the whole stack of berries. As you can see, our oxite is almost depleted. But one thing about the storm is it masks my sound. Uh-oh, a boar! Okay, so he suspects me. My goal is I'm going to try to get a sneak attack, but it's these arrows I have do not do a lot of damage. Just need like 2 animals. Alright, Piggy, get out of here. Now, with all this foliage, I can't see the pig. Oh, he's coming. Well, as you saw, oh yeah, windstorms blow down trees. Which is a problem if it lands on your house. Alright, we'll get ourselves some bacon. I'm doing this inside because I don't want to. There we go. Nice. Boars are super common in the desert. That's why I have so many. If you, there's like achievements that you get in this game, which are pretty cool. Back here. Durability of Stone Age weapons is not high. Okay, but as you can see with the storm thing, we got through the fiercest part of the storm when it's in red. That's when it does the most damage to your base, which we didn't really do damage to the base, so that's kind of nice. Oh, buddy. Gonna sneak attack this horse. Boom! Headshot. And the more innocent amongst you, avert your eyes. Normally, those are very good because you can tame a baby animal. Unfortunately, my needs for food and basic resources overlap my need for a pet. And we can't just live and let live here. Think dried bacon? I've never tried that. No. No, you can't. But dried meat's good. Cool, we'll do that. Our food is quickly spoiling. That's another reason why I don't really go for vegetables, is they spoil really fast. And that's a problem. Okay, cool. So I got this. I need wood. I've broken my bone knife, but I can repair it with more bones. But the bone knife's a really good early game tool. Its bones are accessible. You use them to fight animals. And every time you kill an animal, you get more bones. So it's like, it's circular. Sustainable. Once you start getting to like the steel and iron tools, those are very finite resource, and it's a pain in the butt. But these trees eventually disappear. I want to cut them down before they do so. We'll be making a crafting bench with it. And wood's always useful for many, many reasons. But this planet's cool. So, I mean, there's like storms that go around that knock down trees and whatnot. But these are like, at least in their lore, these are bioengineered trees. They are like designed to grow very quickly. But the wood they produce is, you know, notoriously fragile. stump. To my knowledge, you can't plant trees. Doesn't mean that it's impossible. I just don't know how. What is that? Okay, it's a deer. Being kind of paranoid. Let's cook this bacon. Boom. Well, let's split the stack. Do I need sticks for the crafting bench? No, I just need fibers and stone. Okay, we can do that. You're gonna have to build storage soon. And then you will quickly see how tight, oh my god, the base can get. Trying to avoid Doom Horse here. But as the case may be, teching up should be quick-ish. We just got to keep balancing our growth with tech advantage. I'm not going to dawdle too much on decoration like I normally do. Because, you know, you got to have a cool-looking base. And the interior of my bases are usually a lot cooler than the exterior. That. I'm not going to get an oxidizer. There's a much better tool that you can make with a crafting bench, and I'll go for that. Wait, what is this? Whoa! Per stack. Interesting, that's new. There's a ton of new stuff in this game, so you'll hear me say that's new a lot. And probably experiment with several neat features. Cool. So, crafting bench, donde está? Where'd you go? Well, I'm not going to worry about doors right now. Okay, so here's this, and then I need an oxide dissolver, which will require oxide and sulfur. And then can I make a box? Make a box without this. Oxide dissolver, check. But we'll be expanding our base pretty quick. I just need to get the very, very basics done. Okay, here's the box. The most bare-bones storage I can get. Right next to the door. I don't love that, but whatever. I don't want to get too close to the fire. Not in shelter! Okay, well, maybe I will move this closer to the fire. If it's not in shelter, the storms will damage and destroy it. Which is bad. Still got my bones. Got this. Get our food bonus. Worry about the berries. Eventually I'm gonna... Well, can I do this now? How soon can I make a grinder? Seed grinders are important. Take the charcoal. Grab some stone. I'm gathering a seeds just before the berries spoil. But it's small, so not too worried about it. I'll probably put it at the foot of my bed. Here we are. There you go. Now we'll put our berries in there. We'll get a bunch of seeds so that I can put some berries in a garden plot once I decide that a little bit of farming is in order. Because once again, sustainable food is good. Right now I'm looking for oxide and sulfur, so we want to go closer to the mountains because that's where minerals are. So what we're looking for are blue rocks and yellow rocks. There we go. There's silica there, which is very important mid-game. But I tend not to mine it too soon, just because it fills up your inventory pretty quick. Interesting little valley. Okay, more silica. Here's some oxite. Get a couple stacks of this. Then I gotta find some sulfur. The main goal is we gotta fill up our air tank pretty fierce. I'll put 15 in here just to buy some time. Or 20, fine. Making sure I know what animals are around me. Because if you get the wrong one chasing you, they can mess you up. Because, yeah, there's big animals here. There's moas will mess you up. Nothing like a giant freaking chicken to kill you. And then they got bears. They got wolves, as we saw. But I like wolves. Wolves are food that comes to you. Alright, cool. Let's get some sulfur. We got coal there. Which coal is used for heating purposes. Very important in the cold environments. But right now in the forest biome, it's actually very temperate and nice. I'd zap that wolf preemptively. I might have to make more arrows soon, but... He's sticking out of its head. Headshots are the way to go. Everything. Break up the bones. Come on, here we go. Good old sulfur. Yeah, apparently the sulfur reacts with the oxygen and the oxide to, you know, dissolve it and turn it into gas. They don't dive too hard into pseudoscience. They're just like, yeah, you know what? Chemistry. It exists. Oh, God. We got bees. Ah! We're getting stung by bees. Oh, I lost my sleep bonus. Cool rocks all over the place. All of them. Salt. Salt's good because you can use that to salt your food, so it spoils slower. Because, as you can imagine, refrigeration is much higher in the tech tree. Like, crazy high in the tech tree. I mean, you can actually find ice and make an ice box, but that's in the frost biome. And that is way over here. That's a hell of a run. And we're probably going to be staying pretty thoroughly in this circle. Unless, say, the hunt for minerals takes us farther out. Oh my God! Where the hell did you come from? An ass. Alright, I need to make a water purifier, just so I can stop drinking dirty water. It should be around here somewhere. There we are. Rainwater catcher. Downside, I have to wait for a storm for that to fill up. But once we do, we'll be set. We'll just have dysentery until then. Okay, we fill it with charcoal because charcoal acts as a natural filter, which is true to the real world. Cool. Got oxite. Oops. Put it in the fuel tank. And we attach our air tank. Fills it up. You can even watch it happen. Look at that. Hell yeah. Pull this out of my suit. Put that in here. Yeah, I know. Oh no, my bacon. Yeah, we'll pass on the soybeans for now. Eventually all this will spoil, but this is good early game. Until we kind of find a more sustainable option. Right now I'll just make more jerky. What do we got? We can start making armor. The very basics. Add a little survivability. So we'll make a bone chest piece. I can use bones to... Actually, no. Before I make a bone chest piece, I want 5 bone arrows. Those do a lot more damage. Destroy these. Fantastic. Cool. Everything we have is in poor repair. Like a bone spear later on. Apparently repairing everything is a highly taxing ordeal. Okie dokie. Next. Okay, so next we're going to do Operation Make Base Bigger. 4 of these. Supports go a long way because gravity is affected. I have to break down this boulder if I want to build this way more. This way, and then I want to make it taller. 4. Not thatch. Wood. Bye. He got his horn caught on his shoulder. Yeah, the early game is pretty consistent. But as you can see, we got a bout of stormy weather coming in. And that worries me. I'm actually gonna grab a bunch of these soybeans and render them into seeds. Because, and this is a little odd, your soybeans you can turn into milk. Because apparently soy milk is easier to obtain than cow milk. But then again, I didn't drop a cow in, so there's that. Cool. More seeds. Soy seeds. Okay, carrot seeds. Alright, air! Boom, we are set. Cool, next. Operation Make Bigger Base is a go. But that's kind of why I make rectangle bases, is it's very modular. Sometimes I make it into an L. So it's actually attached to the ground. So therefore, a little bit stronger. Having posts is actually better than not. Because it gives you the walls something to snap to. Sometimes the snapping can be a little finicky. Damn it. Alright, well, let's cut down another tree. Oh, what am I doing? I have a freaking chest full of wood. Oh, well. We'll need this wood anyway. Excuse me, what the hell just happened? Oh. Apparently the tree fell on top of me. I've never had a concussion before. That's new. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me. But we'll get this. And a little bit, I might turn on some music just to kind of get a little ambience going. So we can fall into the zen of crafting. My favorite aspects in this guy. Oh my god! Okay, we're gonna be doing a death dance with this bear. I just want to live here, bear. Can we live and let live? As you can see the difference. When I hit him in the body, I did 56 damage. When I hit him in the face, I did 222 damage. Well, at least we can eat. You got fur for days. And raw fatty T-bone. That is going to make badass jerky. Hell yeah. Now, cooked meat gives you better bonuses, but it doesn't last as long. So that's why I have a bias. We also got bison. Which, those are actually kind of awesome. You get a big old cow. The buddy. Another stack of this. Prioritize doing that. I am dying of starvation. Of drinkation. God, I need to get that purified water soon. Like, can I pour water into this? Well, there's a windstorm. That usually doesn't provide It usually doesn't provide water, though. Shit. Well, that's not great. Alright, cool. So, let's get me those walls. Yikes. As you can see, the storm's coming in. Wind's picking up. Looks all good and ominous. I'm going to keep going until, you know, the storm's like here. And then I'll expand this way next. Yeah, the modular cube lives on. I do like having big windows. For variety's sake, but I also don't want to stare at a rock. I just realized the flaw with my pan, but I'll wait till the end of the storm. Materials back. I made 4 extra. I didn't count how much I needed. As you can hear, there's a lot of ka-chunking happening, which is wrecking my newly built base. But I got a hammer, which I can repair everything. So yeah, we have we're in the yellow zone, which is the buildup of the storm, which isn't so bad. That's usually you know, pretty obtainable. But once you get into the red, that's when the real damage comes. Start taking off chunks of the roof. Yeah, soon. I'm going to be able to build the next goal. I'm going to build get Taylor's workbench. And then I'm not sure what the next one is. Tailor and skinning might be good. Then I'll be able to bake basically everything I need. Range. Oi, enough of that. Hammer. Oh yeah, what's that thing I need to make up from the crafting station? A piece of the ship. Yeah, here we go. Gyroscope, mock thing, but I need the damage gyroscope to get that. So I might actually just grab that. If I can. There we go. Damage gyroscope. Don't worry, we'll be fine. Biofuel's like the easiest part of this to get. A wolf in the middle of a windstorm. One thing I hope they add is I want animals to be affected by these damn storms. Of course. I killed a bear. You think you got what it takes? Oh, I didn't hit him in the head is the problem. Give me something to process. Are you kidding? Well, this is bad. Stand by. Alright, buddy. He asked for it. Like I said. Okay, they're actually attracted by the bone, so I need to really deal with this. That guy is not in a happy state right now. And the windstorm's picking up. Good. Oh my god. Get out of here. You good? Anyone else? I got a cut. I need to actually make a bandage or else I'll get infected. Gonna hide in here. Repair this wall. Make sure my exposure doesn't get very high. And that one didn't actually do a ton of damage. It's one of the weaker storms. But we are getting into foul weather territory. Got a lot. Pop this in here. Gonna repair my... Well, no, I'm not gonna repair this. With a bone spear. This is just a stronger spear. Oops. Clean that up. Perfect. Whew. Next, I need just jerky up some of this. Dried T-bone. Just gonna replace the pumpkin. I'll subsist almost entirely on dried meat once again. You know what? Scurvy's for the weak. I can go back to the space station and eat an orange. I once worked with a gal who was just like, you know what? Scurvy's like one of my favorite diseases. It's just so preventable. Which to me was a very odd statement, but an amusing one nonetheless. Well, because I got our little bed, we don't have to worry about this. This is just grinding away. Delightful. And my food. Let's get that bandage going. Oh yeah, I did make that. As you can see the armor that you're wearing. Which sometimes is a gripe for me in some of these games, is they don't show up. You always just look like your own character. It looks like a Unity asset. But not in this case. As far as I know. That's a rabbit. Go beat it up. So, one thing that you can actually get in this game are accolades, right? So I got the Alpha Wolf. That's a wolf boss. Not a super boss, but a boss nonetheless. You get a animal, different kinds of animal kills. I've killed many wolves, as you can tell. Not nearly as many deer, but, you know, give it time. Rabbits for days. Boars. Cave worms. Cave worms are a thing. You got, you know, how many weapons. You got bare hands. Don't ask me how many baby animals I've killed. Just, you know, look away from that. Cool, but I've got a lot of these. But you also got, like, survival ones. You get construction. You know, I got Glacier Scanner, Forest Scanner. I don't know how I didn't get Desert Scanner. Isn't that what Operation Death Ray was? Oh, and then you got a whole shit ton of achievements, which is awesome. Catch a fish while being irradiated. I do like how ridiculous some of these are. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to destroy this wall. Delightful. I am going to use that material to make 4. Count them 4. Oh, man. Count them 4 ceiling units. Well, floor units, but, you know, on the ceiling. And then we'll move our bed back into the corner. There we go. This game is so fun. Now, eventually, we're going to want to make a stone building, because stone doesn't get blown over so easy. I have not yet reached a storm that affects a stone building. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist, it just means I haven't seen it. Okay. Got this. The storage can stay. Eventually I'll make a chimney. What's next? Okay, let's start making, now that I got the space, let's make a bench. Wood, leather, bone. Make a leather curtain door. There. What's it going to take to do textile? I need a... There. There. You can just kind of push through. It's not a real door, but, you know. Rabbit. Kill the wabbit. Kill the wabbit. Now, that may have seemed pretty cruel. But 1, I want the achievement. 2, I mean, I don't want to waste tools on just a freaking rabbit. And I can't really kill anything else with my bare hands very easily. Got him. Okay, I don't know what to expect with some of this stuff, but we're gonna be teching pretty quick. meaty T-bone. Can I make a sickle? I need a sickle. This is gonna expand how many that. Dude, you know what? Didn't put anything in. There we go. I only carry so many because, I mean, let's not be wasteful. All right, sickle. Only really useful for gathering resources, but we do get a lot more. Which is nice. You know, I'm getting 19 per versus 10. I actually found a dead rabbit. Really? Was it a bird? Or was it pretty clear? Or it looked like it was like, what, rat poison? We get that. We get a ton of rabbits where I live. But unfortunately, we also have a lot of hawks and eagles where we live, which eat the rabbits. I actually quite legitimately like rabbits, but I have a complicated relationship with them. Cool. Add some more soybeans. Grind them up. Add some yeast. Grind it up. Not sure. It wasn't eaten up. Got some weeds inside. I mean, it may have just gotten sick and died. That does happen. I'm actually going to empty this. Move it. I might keep my base fort. Now that I got this, I can make my textiles workbench. And herbalism bench. Oh, no, I can't. Also got a decoration bench. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Packed fuel's cool. Bolting station. Make a fireplace. That could be cool. Boom. Look at that. Own. It's really nice that the workbench is actually act as a storage, in a sense. Make leather armor, which is nice. Really the backpack is all I really want. There we go. I just need rope. 8. Rope. Got a crap ton of leather. We're also going to expand our base again. I'm going to need wood. That or farm foreman Gus. Oh, yeah. And, I mean, cats do that. I mean, sometimes they kill just for the fun of it. Kind of bastards like that, which is, I mean, you know, it's in their nature. Can't blame a cat for being a cat. We're going to go this way. God damn it, where'd that go? Well, that's in the ground. As I said, snapping can be a little obnoxious. That's way down there. Or why not? Ah, come on. As you can see, the sun's setting. Nice day. I'm really hoping for at least one rainstorm, so I can fill my water bottle with a, you know, not tainted water. Yeah, that thruster's gonna be a potch. I'm pretty sure there's like a wolf in that area. Wolf that wants me dead. Fibers. Stamina is what keeps us going. Yeah, I don't mind it that it goes into the ground as it levels out. You eventually can make dirt foundations. I tend not to, because I like the elevated house look. But yeah, how's the weather out there? Are you actually enjoying the... Is it like a decent day, or are you just still in the greenhouse? I mean, you said you were weeding for a while. Which, I mean, yeah. I can see as being kind of a tedious task, but then, in a way, I actually like weeding gardens. But then again, I'm a big fan of plants in general. I like plants, minerals. It's like the natural world. Beautiful sunset. See a huge line of Icarus. Might go out and get some more sulfur so I can get some lights in this area. It's quite dark. Is that a bear? I think that's a bear. Need more wood. Endless wood! Low creature. Sees me. Not that it saved him. Eventually we're going to make a slaughtering station so that we can... or skinning station so we can get more resources out of this. Oh, hello, pronghorn. Oh, waste not, want not. Gonna walk in here. Cold morning. On and off rain in the afternoon. That can be frustrating, but, you know, remember, the rainier it is, the greener the summer is going to be. I know in Washington we have to worry about being on fire from time to time. That concussion's really hanging about. I'm going to need to make some medication for that. What bonuses did that do? Decrease crafting speed, decrease movement speed. Oh, deadly. Or dried meat. We're no longer going to be drying basic dried meat, because it's not really that useful. I'll just let this spoil in here. Which seems a silly thing to hang on to, but it's actually kind of useful. We can make all kinds of things. Backpack, however, pretty handy, as you can imagine. 2 walls. Down a tree. Yeah, okay, fine. There's no getting out of it. Yeah, as you can see, we're quickly defoliating the area. And as our base gets bigger, we're going to have to go farther and farther in gathering these basic resources. Which, as we tech up our weapons, it gets more and more efficient. Okay. Grind these this wheat into seeds. Wheat's in the way. But yeah, due to the terraforming, the reason why there's a bunch of we're on an alien planet and there's a bunch of like earth plants and animals here is because the terraformers actually brought them here, and they're engineered to survive on the planet. as we progress, the world, I suspect, is going to become more and more alien. And it's going to very much prove that we're on an alien planet. Like, we're right at the beginning area, so it's like the most Earth-like. Yeah, I picked the worst tree ever. Look at that. There's another moon. Another one there. The main planet. Basically see this entire orbit here. I'm wondering if a Icarus is a planet in the solar system or just a floating moon. Grind up those wheat seeds. There. Now, wheat doesn't spoil, but it does take a lot of space, which is annoying. Okay, well, it's pretty dark. Just sleep till morning. Happen? Is it morning? No. 20 o'clock. Oh, I don't have a campfire. Shit. Well, there's your problem. There. So yeah, the idea is like you want, you know, your comforts. You got warmth. You got... I really should buy a cot. That'd be handy. And of course, my endless need for fibers. Yeah, I don't mind building things out of wood at first because that actually boosts up my experience, but I can also upgrade it later on. Maybe we just boosted our inventory capacity. Maybe I should make a filter way out there. It's like rain's just not coming. It's gonna take to make a water filter. Oops. Oh. Might be a higher tech material. If I could build it by hand. Nope, no filter. I can make this, the basic water purifier. But I need a body of water for that. A fire pit. That's cool. Maybe we do that. That would be awesome. Build that in the middle. Okay, I said I wasn't going to waste too much time on decorations, but looking at what the resources require, I got time. No, I don't. No, I don't. We got to get our ass in gear. I think it's going to be like the extent of the size that I make this place. Then we'll deal with our water woes later. I'm not quite at a furnace level. I mean, I got plenty of stones. It'll be easy enough to make. I'll make a fireplace, then a furnace. Oh, God! Okay, Revenge of the Horse. We're fine? We're fine. Yeah, we'll get up to Iron Tier pretty quick. As I boost up my, Oh, I hear more horses. That concussion's killing me. house is now doubled in size. Build a fireplace, I guess right here. Need a shit ton of stone, though. And as you can see with our O2 tank, one takes us quite a while. Normally, you have to... The first tier is a leather one, and it's not large. And you have to refill it pretty frequently. But I feel like it's a great investment just to get the upgraded version, because that's the equivalent of a steel tank. And they're pretty expensive. And steel tech is kind of a pain in the butt. Because it's highly demanding, it's hard to get, takes a lot of resources. We'll get there eventually. Basically, I'm going to be eating through this stone, this big old boulder. We're going to build a fireplace, and we're going to build a furnace. The fireplace, which may seem like a luxury thing, well, is, that basically boosts the comfort of our house a little bit, which gives us an increased bonus. Like right here, we can see that our comfort level, well rested, goes there. Our bed gives us an additional comfort level too, or as well. There's also an achievement, which we'll probably get later on in one of the longer levels. It boosts our comfort level by a lot. We'll do that. One of these days we'll get like that farming mission. But until that day, we're gonna be substance hunters. Calling it after 5 hours? Shoot, then you'll get some time at home. Get some rest. You just not feeling it today? Yeah. That's good. I mean, you'll be able to come back. And you put in most of a day work, too. That fireplace. Get the furnace. What do I need? Sticks! God damn it. There. We'll put our wood in here. It'll eventually... It'll produce light, charcoal, and there. Also gonna move this. Gotta see your brother later. So some time to yourself will be nice, which basically pizza and Grim Dawn. Well, hell yeah. Make some progress. But do you enjoy hanging out with your brother? I mean, don't get me wrong. I very much understand the need for alone time. Oh, you don't get along with your brother? I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. Oh, yeah, I gotcha. Hey, I mean, you know, I'm sure he appreciates it. I mean, missing an arrow. Cool. Now, I believe I found some coal. Now we're going to repair this. We're going to check out the mine. Repair. Repair. Go here. Grab some bones. Make some, 5 more stone arrow, or, bone arrows. Damn it. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, fine. I'll find the sticks. Get some of these saplings. Now we'll make 5 more arrows. Because the cave worms will actually kind of pain in the ass. Yeah, yeah. But it's time to get into a metal tech already. We ain't messing around. Got your pronghorn? It's not your time. Alright. I don't have a torch. Okay, these caves are spooky. As you can see, we got these areas. These worms are a pain in the ass because they poison you. And it's not until much later that you actually find a use for... Oh, God. Get out of here. Nice, we can get our arrows back. And I have no use for their materials yet. It's not until much later in the missions that you unlock the ability to. But right now, we're laughing. We got iron, we got copper. Do we have coal? Yeah, we got a coal node. Small one. I don't think 8 coal is going to cut it. He does look forward to it, and it's not miserable. He'd just rather be at home alone. I get you. I get you. I get that same feeling, too. Right now, I don't live on my own. I want to. But I totally understand the concessions and how taxing it can be. Hey, we're actually really lucky that there's a cave, like, right here. Iron? Really? Oh, this game's awesome. Hey, I mean, it is more fun with more people because, you know, you can actually split up, but goddamn, this is a great game. Tons of content. It has a lot of DLCs. I don't have all of them. I'm hoping to kind of, like, get further into the content because, I mean, come on. I played this game for how many hours now? I played this game for 250 hours. I'm only on, like, 18 missions. And there's, like, over 100 missions. I'm still in the first region. It's gonna be a minute before I get to DLC content. But I might cave later on. But tish. But I am kind of finishing these early game missions. Because, well, one, they're fun to do. And two, they're actually not difficult. I think once I actually get into, you know, I get a firearm and a couple bullets, this will be a breeze. Everything, I thought it was a lot higher tech that I needed, but really I just need biofuel, and that is super easy to get. And then I just need to fight off a frickin' wolf, I'm guessing. The problem, though, is water. I really need to get fresh water. Okay, so I got copper. Let's get one more iron, and we'll get smelting. This will be our first batch of tech upgrades. We're going to spend this first points upgrading our tools. We'll get an iron pickaxe, iron axe, and iron knife. That's going to be first priority. Oops. Food's wearing out. Make a salting station. Actually, I can't really afford the water. Maybe a salting station's a bad idea. But yeah, I was actually looking up. It looks like there's a huge Twitch following of people who play this game, which I'm ecstatic. I'm hoping that this game is super popular and more people join in. Like, join the channel, watch it, and they, you know, want to see more. Got, not waste time. Might make leather armor with the rest of the stuff. Okay. Do furnace stuff. Iron and copper. What's it going to take to make a cabinet? Copper nails. Oh, shit. You know what? I need an anvil. What's it going to take to make an anvil? Yeah, there we go. One-shot pistol. That's going to be the goal. And that's just iron tech. That's fantastic. What's it going to take to make an anvil? Where's the anvil? There it is. Gonna take 40 iron ingots. That's brutal. Can we fly into the sun in this game? We cannot. The sun doesn't want to kill us. Storms do. So that's brutal. But unfortunately, this current mission, we're trying to fix this up and launch it back into space. There's a space station floating around. But no, the goal of this game is we are basically just trying to survive on the planet Icarus, which is a semi-terraformed world. But you might notice I have an O2 meter. And that O2 meter indicates that I cannot breathe normally by myself. So you have to subsist in a helmet. Don't ask me how I eat. I do not know. Oh, shit. There's a set bonus. Yeah, I'm going to get that. Okay, give me the chest piece. And give me the gloves. I'm going to move away from the bone armor. The bonus for bone armor. Melee damage, melee resistance. Actually, that's pretty good. There. Slap a little leather hood. Goes over our helmet, which is pretty funny. Yeah, how you doing, Peacock? It's good to see you. Glad you're here. Have you ever seen Icarus? Now, this game is an acquired taste for some. I can see how some people wouldn't enjoy it, but it's one of my favorite survival games. I like it. The mission system's fantastic. They moved away the I mean, they added hardcore mode, but they moved away from the fact that real time isn't done in real time. Because it used to be when you turned the game off, the timer kept ticking. And speaking of which, 22 hours is not a lot. We gotta hustle. Give me... hurry! I need it. Okay, let's go get some more sulfur. Go on a journey this way. Nope, but I heard you mention it. Yeah, yesterday. Reminds you of Rust, except it feels more approachable. Yeah, and it's a lot less PvP. I mean, you can kill your friends if you really want to. There's an achievement for it. But it's really, you cooperate and fight against nature itself. Ooh, sulfur. Right now I'm waiting up so I can build an anvil. And then we'll tech up our tools pretty quick. And we'll see what it takes to make a pistol and ammunition. Although when it says a one-shot pistol, I'm wondering if it's a you shoot it once and you throw it away, or if you can reload it. I'm hoping you reload it. Because really, I'm only going up to handgun. Just so I can go get the engine over here. Just grabbing what I need. This is kind of one of those shorter missions. Normally, the mission I was stuck on, I got 7 full-on days to be able to do it. Like, they were expecting you to be able to, you know, build a base, establish yourself, tech up, decorate as much as you can, and then, you know, when you decided, you can go out into the desert and scan it. But yeah, in this series, I'll probably do, like, 1 or 2 missions, see how people like it. If people are like, oh no! Because, you know, I don't want to drive anybody away. If people hate this game, I'll just move on and play this on my own time. But if people love it, then fuck yeah. That would be awesome. I can play the hell out of this game. Hey, you want to rain at some point, Icarus? You're really trolling me. I've been drinking dirty water for days. Suffering fierce bouts of dysentery. That is cramping my style. Okay, so we got plenty of sulfur. I'm gonna put a little light in here. Actually, what's it gonna take to make a cooking bench? Salting station. Okay, I just want everything. But I gotta focus on the things I need. Potbelly stove is fun. Cooking station. 4 iron. Okay. I got 40 yet? No. I just want enough to get an anvil and an iron pickaxe, because then that'll increase the yield of the resources that I got. And as I said before, resources are finite. What I just realized? Lunchtime might be difficult. I might actually do my lunchtime on stream, make it less of a break, because pausing does not stop the timer at... Oh, wait, yes it does. All right, I take it back. Pausing does stop, so we can have our lunch as normal. But that's going to be at noon. I'm pretty happy with boosting that up to later in the day. Okay, I'm going to make 2 torches. Put those into our base. A lightning rod. Wall torch takes iron, so I don't want that. I want a floor torch. Okay, I think I just make that. That's one of the tougher tricks with this, is finding where things are made. Poison arrows are cool. Bone javelins. You know, maybe I actually go for javelins. That might be a better thing, and I might not have to tech up to gun. Yeah, I got a decent spear. Maybe I get an iron spear, get some javelins, and call ourselves successful there. Give me 2 floor torches. What am I doing? I emptied my inventory of the resource before I was done making it. Okay, cool. This will dissolve in its own time. I got endless bones, which is good. This will go here. Still waiting on my iron to cook up. This, a little bit of this. We're dropping this. Cool. So it is particularly dark right here. And I don't know if they changed it so that a like floor torches don't set your house on fire, so we're gonna try that. I gotta go cut down more trees. We're having a wood famine here. Yeah, we're keeping an eye out so we're not attacked by Doom Horse. Those horses are ridiculous. They're almost more dangerous than the goddamn bears. Because they can come out of nowhere. They see you from like a quarter mile away and you suddenly have the right of the freaking cavalry coming after you. And they're tough to stab in the face, as the case may be. There we go. But yeah, if you don't mind a little bit of jank in your game, and you like a game that kind of like advances, because every week they have an update. And some of it's visual updates, some of it's they add new stuff, some of it they deal with open world. They seem to have a bias towards open world. But these missions are so good. Okay, cool. Anvil. Stack. Boom. Now we can see. Okay. What do I need for the iron pickaxe? I need iron leather. Well. Then I need nails. Copper nails. How do I get a longbow? There we are. That takes bones. I got bones. The longbow is like leaps and bounds better than the beginner bow. So good. In fact, I'm gonna destroy this bow. Cool. Next. Axe. A knife. Cool. So we're pretty much set. We got tools. We got iron. We got basic armor, which is good. Now the problem with this higher tier stuff is it actually takes iron to repair, so we're gonna have to be a little judicious with it. But this is still smelting up, so we're good. Actually gonna take the opportunity to get some more. before the worms respawn. Because boy, howdy, do animals respawn. Good. Yeah, they haven't responded yet. Golden. So yeah, our yields of iron are actually much higher now that we have an iron pickaxe. So we'll grab a bunch of iron, bunch of copper. And then the next goal is we're going to see what it takes to, we might have to make a machine bench. Or a iron workshop. And then we're going to have to see what it takes to get a biofuel. Once we get to the biofuel tier, well, it opens up what we can do. I do need a cooking bench, though. That allows us to render meat into animal fat, which is a fuel source for light. And you can make candles. Candles are good. Alright, golden. Get that copper. I might actually skip out on this cave, because I don't really need titanium. We're not going that high in the tech tree. And I don't really need, like, platinum or anything. But we'll see. Maybe getting kind of higher tier. Resources will be the goal. Now, you have less stamina when you're in the cave. And even though we're in a helmet, in a closed-off environment, we can get cave sickness. Which, don't ask me why I can get a respiratory disease while in an enclosed environment, but, you know. That actually tanks our stamina, like, so much. Okay, more iron hiding in there. Get in there. Gonna mine this cave out. Yep, and I got the cave sickness. God damn it. I don't have an herbalism bench, so I can't make the medicine. We're just gonna have to freaking deal with it. As you can see, our stamina bar is so tiny. Alright, let's get out of here. Ah! Now, fighting with your stamina so low is actually pretty bad, as you can imagine. Oops. That off. So for 10 minutes, we're just going to be in a miserable city. Oh, yeah, I don't have a bench. But we get our higher yield here. Fantastic. Cool. So here we go. This is a really pretty game. Now, my graphic settings, I think you can tweak it around to make it look even better. I just haven't done so. So you may see, like, lines and stuff. That is not representative to the full game. Like, I think there are ways to fix that stuff. I was just not bothered to do so. Let's make some bone javelins, actually. That'll be part of our... Oh, actually, let's hold off for a second. Hold off to the point where I dump everything here. Take what we got here. I am still dying of thirst, but you know what? More dysentery. Alright, cool. So, skinning bench. That's going to be good. Need more wood. Of course I do. I guess I did put it all on the torch. It's my own fault. Oh, let's knock down another tree. Oh, the stamina is going to kill me. Alright, cool. Thought I heard a pig. Oh, bison in the distance. Okay, so. Skinning bench is very important because that maximizes the yield of your animals. You just have to bring the animals to the bench. Then we're going to work towards a cooking bench. Get our 20 here. Pop that here. And then an herbalism bench so we can start working towards medicine. I just need more fibers. Got a stack here. Okay, how am I going to fit all this? I don't know. This over here. Right next to the cooking bench. I got to be careful because sometimes if a storm goes by, they can damage the stuff. But careful's for other people to do. Like, we're on the clock. We can't be careful. Right, herbalism bench. Fantastic. What do I need for the antibiotic? Infections, cave sickness. I need yeast and epoxy. God, that sucks. I guess I need to go get silica, huh? Yeah, just a little batch of it. We'll go on a journey to do that. Drop the wood here. Let me forget that it's here. Drop this here. Okay, we're golden. Now we're golden. This will cook up as best it can. What does it take to do that resource? Might as well get that out of the way. 10 copper. I can do that. Don't need too much. I will need copper nails eventually. Okay, let's build this and just put it in. Okay. Prepared. Cool. That's a mission objective done. Fantastic. I'm sorry, is that coal right here? Okay. How did I not see that before? I'm doing fine on coal, but the iron's going to be high in demand. Like a couple copper nails. That'll allow us to make cabinets, which are really good storage. And they take a little less space than this. And have more. There. And have more stuff. Right, what else did I want? I wanted a... I might not bother with stone buildings. We'll just repair our base. Yeah, machining bench is going to be huge. I need 40. I need epoxy. So before I can get epoxy, I need a mortar and pestle. In order to get a mortar and pestle... This handgun. Fires crude ammo and 99mm rounds. It's crude ammo? Ooh. You know? Come on, yeah, let's go get that silica. Just let nature do its thing around me. Okay. God, I have so many freaking problems. I do have dysentery. I'm probably shitting or crapping my pants off. Sorry, I might have noticed I'm not the most censored person in the world, but I try. Yeah, I'm gonna go beat up a rabbit. I'm sorry. Look, survival takes resources. I mean, they drop a sometimes drop a resource that's actually a really good for stamina. It's the soft meat. Now you might ask why I had to kill it with my bare hands. I'm not really ready to answer that. Achievement. I'm not a bad person. Okay, I think that's all the silica I really need. Stay away from that wolf. There is a beehive around here, and I don't really want to mess with bees right now. The honey is nice. It's a really good food, but you got to be in, like, the second tier stuff. You got to get, like, a glassmaker's bench to get a jar. And then you just got to fill the jar with honey, and then you can eat that, and it's great stamina food. We're not at that point, and I don't think we're going to, because this is all we need to do. I might make walls around this place, actually. Just in case animals start coming after me. I need fine wood. That means I need a carpentry bench. Carpentry bench needs a shit ton of copper nails. Okay, start with cabinet. Leather. Let's build 2. 16. Now, I can make the rope in my inventory, but one of the downsides with it is I use fibers for that. I don't want to use fibers. Using leather, it's a much greater... Oh, yeah, I'm carrying a rabbit. It's a much greater resource than the... it much more abundant, and I have fewer uses for it, so it's beneficial to actually use it for... because it actually just gives a use for the leather. I got that soft meat. It's only 2, but goes a long way. Can I make a salting station? No. Skipping that. A rain reservoir is nice. We're going to do that. We're going to get a rain reservoir. Because we're really going to need to capitalize on a rainy day. I don't think that little rain thing is going to cut it. If it ever rains. Might just bluster at us a few times and call it a day. Hey, levels! Now, I actually have everything unlocked in the blueprint thing. And I'm at the maximum level, so I don't really get much levels, which is a bummer, but whatever. Okay, raid more. This is basically a luxury. What am I gonna do? I'll make a mortar and pestle. Did I just use up all my stone? Fine, I'll go get more. I want to hammer this one. I want to hammer that one. The one I'm working on the most. Now, every hit, I have a 1% chance of mining the entire boulder. Like right there. Which means you can get overburdened pretty fast with that. But we have a lot of stone, so... Fuel. Oh, you can put ice in here and it turns into water. That's cool. I wonder if that makes dirty water or not. We're going to wait until we're basically water starved before drinking again. You gotta get ghillie suit stuff. Which actually, ghillie suits are really good. That's for a... it doesn't give you as much, but it makes it so enemies don't see you as fast. I've never got obsidian before. You wear the entirety of a bear. Got a lot of options. Oh, that was my food. We'll run out of bacon eventually. And this will automatically stop once it's out of materials to make. That's cool. Yeah, shoot. I need the machine bench for the biofuel. I don't need composter. We're not doing farming. That and another mission. Okay, mortar pestle. Usually put that on the fireplace because I like having the ability to just like, you know, we're sitting here, we're having a good time. Fact. I know, it's wasteful, but it's a luxury. There. So I'll make it so we just sit on the mat using the mortar and pestle. We'll play a little bit of a pretend. I don't need stones in here, I need stones here. Next, I want 40 iron, that's obtainable. 24, 10 epoxy. In order to get the epoxy, I need bones. In order to get bones, I need animals. We grind them up into bone dust. Which is nice. We're actually not in bone tier right now, so that's golden. And eventually we'll be able to make gunpowder with sulfur and charcoal. You can make it with other materials, but I'm not gonna. It's more expensive. You just rotted plants, salt, charcoal. Which I believe saltpeter and that is an actual recipe for gunpowder. I don't know that for sure, though. At 60. Oh, yeah. I was going to make a cabinets. Leather. Of course I need leather. And then that'll basically fill out our storage woes. Probably put it... There's a good place for this. Tell you what, we're going to pick up our bed and put it next to our... There, so that whenever we sleep, we're warm. And then we'll put the cabinets over here. I guess I wasted my time with the seeds, but whatever. I might have changed my mind. I like having options in this game. Cool. So first and foremost, materials. I usually maintain a metal rainstorm. Yeah, all right. That storm's brutal. That's actually going to be belting on our house. But it's also going to fill up our water reservoir so I can actually drink water without feeling super shitty. We'll just keep an eye out and make sure it's not damaging our actual tools, because that can be devastating. Like that one. Alright, cool. Next. Need 120 nails. Will be 12 iron. I just need to be careful not to... Make sure my eyes are not bigger than my mouth in this case. Okay, let's make that epoxy. Get 27. Perfect. Yeah. That storm's going to get pretty harsh. We're going to have to be repairing the ceiling as time goes on. But we're mostly safe in here. Might have to go on a hunting trip after this. For 40 iron. 24 rope. Oof. That's actually all my leather. Need a lot more of that. Yeah, we're definitely going on a hunting mission. Look at that. Ah! Can I make wood windows? I can. Somewhere. Wood fortifications will be fun. Because I don't know that activating this is going to summon animals or not. I might as well make it in such a way that I can defend it. I have a cooking bench. Let's do that. Don't let all of my meat spoil. Just render it into fat. Holy crap. I like the nighttime storms. It looks so daunting. Look at that. I can make wood windows here. Oh, thatch window. I know I'm only thinking about it when the storm's here. But now we're about to hit the peak of the storm, which is going to be brutal. So dark out there. Look at that. And now the damage comes. Yeah, we got our trusty hammer. Yikes. Sure the walls hold? Okay, my tools are not losing durability. That's cool. Alright, we're through the worst of it. How much my rain reservoir's taken? Yeah. Oh, it's not clean water. Shit. Oh, well. To my knowledge, there's not a way to boil water, is there? Can I put my water bottle in here to make it clean? I can make tequila. Make steamed fish. Bananas. Onion souffle. Coffee with cream. Yeah, there's a lot of recipes you can do. And with the longer missions, you can actually really benefit from that. Right now, we'll be fine with... Actually, hold up. I think if I get a water bottle full of dirty water, and then I make it into tea, that might actually purify it. Yep, there's my dysentery. But with luck, this might be the last dysentery we get. Maybe my thatch windows. I think I ever used thatch windows. There. You can batten down the hatches once the storm passes. This is just thematic. There's no reason to do this. Cool to have windows, though. Keep some sticks. I really have to pee. Alright, stand by. I need the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright, I've returned. Let's get some music going. It's going to be standard fare, but it'll be kind of quiet in the background, because I do want the music in this game to Or I want the this game's sounds to be front and center. We'll do it, but it'll be very quiet. It's just something to kind of like jam to for a little while. There. Fantastic. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, we really are, once the storm's over, we're going to sleep. Actually, sleep right now. Now, time functions a little bit odd in this. Just because you slept doesn't mean you sleep through the storm. But all is forgiven. By me, at least. Alright. Coffee beans. We can find some more coffee plants. But we're on a hunting expedition. I'll grab some animals, because I desperately need leather. As the storm abates. Hopefully, we can shake off the last of this dysentery. Let's see if I can see that deer. Got him. Oh, right in the eye. Got him. Ah! Now, there's some animals that are actually too big to carry around, and that's why I have a knife. And a knife's a fast one. Oh my god! Bear, are you for real? Now, I'm basically bullfighting this bear, because he does a charge attack that is, while easy to dodge, it will mess you up. Speaking of animals that are way too big to carry, get out of here. Mine, Mr. Bear. Want your fatty steaks. Oh yeah, you can use your bow horizontal or not. I don't know what the difference does. Large here. I don't think I can carry it, so that might be... Got him. Back of the neck. No, still technically a headshot. Good source of leather. Let's bring that deer towards my skinning bench. Yeah. Still amused by a rectangle base. One day I'll make a nice base, but this is not that day. Not that mission. Yeah, I need 120 leather. Uh-oh. I'm stuck! There we go. Alright, T-bone, this one. Render this into fat. Then we'll get some candles. Oh, shit. I need a decoration bench for candles. Ugh. It never ends. Alright. Eyes on the prize. Okay, I got 6. How much do I need for tea? Or for coffee? Okay, this is going to be experimental. I'm going to put the fresh water back. I can't. Okay, I know I just tainted my water, but whatever. Okay, so I put my water bottle in here. And then I put the coffee beans. Making coffee, right? Yeah, here we go. Increases my temperature, maximum stamina, and regeneration. And I think it removes the dysentery effect. Hell yeah. Okay, I could have been doing that the whole time. Had I known that, I might have moved towards that a little bit sooner. Yeah, I need those fatty steaks stat. Get a few more arrows just in case. Make 24 yet? Yes. Okay, I think that is the only bottleneck I have. I got my epoxy, I got the nails, got wood, easy to obtain. Now that is pretty taxing just to get to this stage, but that's okay. Oh. Eat the bacon. My epoxy. Let's go get that wood. I don't have any wood. Alright, fine, I'll go cut down a tree. I use a lot of wood. Now, I'll keep the plants on the plant itself. It'll keep it, well, pretty much naturally stored, but also, you know, it won't go bad. Boom, here we go. Machining bench, that's a big deal. Okay, let's get that carpentry bench. God damn, I need so much. Okay. Alright, in order to get this, I got iron. I need concrete, which means I will need a concrete mixer, which will cost even more iron. Jesus. While we're here, just how much is a regular pistol gonna cost? Semi-auto? Oh yeah, it's 20 steel. I'm not doing that. Yeah, we'll go for the one shot. Actually, are we? Hold up. Let's give those javelins a shot. Bone javelins. Come on now. What do we got? Need leather, of course. Oh, we'll get 4. It's like, what, 20? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, it's 20. It's a decent ranged weapon. I don't know how good it is in, like, frantic scrap, but what are you gonna do? Alright, you know what? Let's actually test it out. Nice. Okay, well, that's gonna take some getting used to. At least it's a renewable resource. Yeah, let's take a gander, see what we're up against here. Oh, I need to get my coffee. And then we'll seek out a second cave, because we need more iron and copper. Alright, let's see if this gives us our dysentery. Yes, goddamn, okay, never mind. I'll need fresh water for that. I thought we found a workaround, but whatever. There we go. Out in the distance. I'm going to start with the bow. That longbow looks so cool. Look at that. Kiwi nest. Okay. I don't know why there's kiwis in this game. I don't know what they do. They're cute. Such a goofy bird. Really? Yeah, 5% chance is low. I think it's 5% chance every second. Or however long each tick is. How far away am I? Pretty close. Yeah, we'll scout to see if there's a, like, horrific monster there. And if so, I may come back with a gun. Now, I seem to recall that the station gets attacked. The thing gets attacked. So I am going to be spending some time making walls. All right. Where are we at? We're making progress. Now we skulk. Yeah, I believe I tried this mission years ago, and then realized this was like before I even knew how to mine. I believe this might be the farthest I've gone into it. I usually, you know, over-prepare. Okay. Yeah, I see that animal. Suku! Level 41. Okay. You can shoot him in the face. Suku is a black wolf. Spooky, spooky. There's that crash. Sneaking our way in. Stay in the foliage. I got true hunter. Maybe I should focus on the ghillie suit. Shit, that did not do a lot of damage. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go Operation Boulder. Yeah, I might need a firearm for this one. But he heals, so that sucks. I don't think I hit him in the head was the problem. We'll try one more time. I mean, I could just sneak in, take it, right? Stealth attack did not do much. Okay, noted. Look, Suku, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're gonna need more preparation for this. Oh my god, he can run onto the boulder. Yeah, Bone Tech is not great for this. Oh, it's not a wolf at all. It's a freaking jaguar. Okay, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm sorry. I'll be back with a gun. I'll proceed to shoot him in the face. Alright, Suku's pretty powerful. These javelins are kind of a disappointment. That's kind of cool. That is a lot of damage. This will bring a free wolf home. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some experimenting and see what the kiwis are for. Yeah, I know. Might as well. Oh, I can't eat with an animal on my back, as it turns out. Fair. Alright, cool. So we learned. Shoot, maybe a pistol's not gonna cut it. A one-shot pistol's fine, but let's do 100 projectile damage. +1 ammo capacity. Rate of fire per minute, 80. 2-second reload. Oh, maybe we do this. Yeah, I am doing this. Get our tree sap. And then once I get my sulfur here, gonna take a get gunpowder. Charcoal! Oh, as it so happens, I have a ton of charcoal. Little stack of 50. If I can get like 100 rounds, my pistol will be golden. I need 20. Oh, wait. Why am I freaking out? I have a container full. Still don't have a lot, but not nothing. Good for a start. Okay, we'll put that. The rest away. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get a another frickin' base. But we're gonna make a wood wall fortifications eventually. But to do that, I need more hunting. Leather, leather, leather. For you. Fairly large animal. $958. Yeah, 100. Maybe that pistol's not gonna cut it. Also, you're way too large to carry around. Oh, rabbit. Ah! Take the rabbit home, build it. Those wall fortifications are built gradually over time. Yes. Keep the food coming. Equip that. I'll switch over to the actually switch over to the this. Maybe I can't make like cured bacon on the drying rack. Oh, it's empty. God damn it. Fine. 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 He took a rest. That's just grazing. Get him! Right in the nose. I feel like I'm producing light. You can go into third-person mode, see yourself carrying a large deer, which is actually, frankly, impressive. I don't know how people move them around in real life. Do they carry them like this? Like, a deer is not a small animal. I prefer this game in first-person mode, personally, but it's cool that there's an option for everybody. Bring in a series of animals so we can get our leather and bone stores. The bone is for epoxy. There you go. You see the corpse, it lures them in. Got him. I guess they carry it when they, in a pickup truck in modern days. Yeah, that's true. Or make a travois or something. Ah! Which I've actually gone to, like, you know, Cabela's, which is a hunting store around here. And, yeah, they do sell, like, you know, plastic travois, which is pretty funny. It's like, you literally just make a sled. Like, you can just use a tarp. Why do you need to spend hundreds of dollars on this? But, I mean, you know. It's a thing with camping and stuff, is people spend hundreds of dollars to live like a homeless person. I say this with love. I love camping, so. Predator's out of here. And I very much, even though I've never been hunting myself, I admire people who do hunt. It's gonna be rough, but keep that charcoal coming. I guess we're just gonna live with our dysentery. That doesn't seem to be changing anytime soon. Coffee beans coming. Now, predator animals are one thing, but deers terrify you. A cornered deer goes absolutely stupid aggressive. I mean, that's the same about any animal, really. I mean, there's a thing about you know, get one of those, like, there's a reason why they have 6 points. But, I mean, you can't really blame them. You're trying to kill them. What am I trying to do? I got coffee. I got coffee beans. We're gonna make coffee. Maybe the stamina bonus will counteract the, malice from the... Is that a bison? Is that here? Hello? A boa? Oh crap. I am gonna kill it. Take that, chicken. Yeah, I know it's a giant proto-ostrich, but... Okay, it's too big to carry. As it turns out, you can actually tame moas, which are pretty cool. They turn into a really fast mount. Animal husbandry is a little finicky in this game. Is there another cave? Really not. There's one close to where I started. Maybe I'll go there. Once we get our firearm prowess. Or tank status. Yep, quarter done. That. Jammy. That derpy neck. I mean, that's the thing. Is I actually feel the same way when it comes to, like, predatory creatures. Like, when it comes to a predatory creature, I can understand its mentality, right? Like, it makes sense to me. Their psychology is what I would call normal. But when you're dealing with, like, you know, legitimate, like, herbivores and stuff, I don't understand how a creature that's dedicated almost entirely to terror exists in the world. Like, to me, they're wildly unpredictable. Okay, it's full of coffee. I like coffee. Particularly coffee. I get ill every time I drink this coffee, but I like the coffee. All right, what do we got? Wolf. And I feel like our leather woes have been assuaged a little bit. Then we can start hunting for more iron. Because we might as well get the biofuel out of the way. And that's not even iron, that's steel. But speaking of which, I can do steel bloom here, right? Yeah. How much steel do I need for the biofuel container? No, that's not what I want. That is. I need 20. Oh, shit. Right. I need stages. Okay. 20 iron, 8, and then 8 nails. I only bemoan. I mean, I really do like this game. I'm just choosing to be exasperated. Okay. Let's get 12. Bones here. Okay, we can use fibers, we can use leather. There's a very small but non-zero chance that a predator may just get bored of you. Well, it depends on the predator too, right? Like wolves and stuff, they have the pack mentality, but they can be scared off. Like an animal doesn't actually want to injure itself when attempting to get prey. Like it's a, precarious balance between its survival instincts and its thing. So if it actually thinks like, the big gorilla here is actually going to hurt me, it might run off. Like a lot of big predatory cats are ambush predators, right? So if you make it very clear that you see them and that you're an angry threat, their instincts will drive them away. And it's like, well, okay, I'll come back at another time when I have more of a chance to survive. That's why you got to be big and loud when it comes to predatory cats. Wolves, again, you have to fight them off, but, a little bit of fire. Swinging around. I mean, yeah, they're still wildly dangerous, don't get me wrong. It's not you just have to fight them off. Black bears are kind of scaredy cats. Kind of unpredictable, but you actually have a chance to scare them off. Grizzly bears, apparently you just kiss your ass goodbye. Those things are huge. Like 800-pound monsters. A moose, they just want you dead. But I mean, these are instincts that they've honed over generations, right? And it's like their interactions with humans have kind of trained them in a way, too. Which I find pretty interesting. I'm looking for a cave right about now. I could have sworn I saw one. Now, because the maps are pretty much the same, caves are in relatively similar positions. I just haven't memorized it. I know! Hey, mooses are like... And it's the thing, moose are like, what, 6-7 feet tall? I think 7-8 feet tall. They're absolutely enormous. But there's a reason why they're so dangerous if you, hit them with a car. Is because, they're so tall that all you would do is break their legs. So, when they're in the car, they'll be thrashing around injured and tearing you to pieces. Okay, here's a cave. Bore our hole. Be our iron store for a while. Pretty deep cave. And for my sanity, I'm going to... There. You can only have one of those. And if you turn the game off and turn it back on again, that disappears. Now, I'm going to make the entrance a little bit bigger, but I just want to bust into the cave at first. It's pretty handy to do these, one-by-one entrances in the very beginning, because it's actually going to be a huge cave. Polar bears are absolute monsters in this game. absolutely gigantic monsters, and they can't fit. So a cave can be a good defensive position. Okay, nice. Now we're going to prepare a little bit. Cut down a tree. Grab a couple fibers. This is my pro caving technique. To minimize the amount of time you have to hang out in a cave, it's better to mine it out in the first go, right? But there's always more material in a cave than you can carry. So in order to mitigate that, you build some chests, put them in the cave. And because they're in a cave, they are immune to the weather effects. There, so I'm gonna make a couple of these guys. Now let's go take a gander, see what we're up against. Turn on our torch that we're actually just holding on our belt, which I find hilarious.